What's up guys, today I'm going to tell you times I got hurt badly. And also guys, if we get 1,000 likes, 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 views, I'll do a part 2. So this is the first time I have ever broken a bone. So this is when I was very young. This is when I was just like a baby. And I was pretending to fix my grand's wheelchair, and she didn't know, and she reversed, and my finger got crushed under the wheelchair, breaking my finger. Of course, I don't know which finger it was, I just know that it was broken bad. And I'm surprised I still remember. And Mom quickly took me to the hospital, and I was bandaged up. And luckily my finger is all better now. So, yeah. Now, this is a second story, which wasn't that fun, but very painful. Like, I could have seen God. It was bad. So, this is when my dog almost chasing me in the garden. And of course, I was chasing her as well, but I tripped and there was this swing and Mel pulled, and when I fell, my neck banged on it. Like, bro, I could have broke my neck because it was so bad. And I bet I had a massive red mark in my head because that was bad. I could have seen God. Like, luckily, I was okay though. And anyways, this third story is the second time I've broken a bone. Of course, I've only broken 2 bones in my life, which is great. But of course, I know that in the future, I'll break more bones. Anyways, me and Cam were playing Squid Game 5 now apparently. And of course, I pushed him. And then he forgot he was the oldest for a sec. And then he pushed me. And there was this big chair, this hard bit of the chair, my wrist banged on it, breaking my wrist. I was screaming. And this was about maybe 3 months ago. And basically, this one was I was surprised because my mum was freaking out. She rushed to the hospital and saw me. And of course I had surgery a few days after. They had to grab my arm and straighten it. Like, luckily they put me to sleep because it was that painful. If I woke up, I would be screaming. Their eardrums could have bursted. So basically, luckily they put me to sleep and my wrist is all better now. And then I will make no promises saying that I won't break a bone. And this time, it was freaking terrifying. And because at the other house before we moved, we had other friends. And of course I looked both ways. And when I went on the road on my scooter, there was a car. It barely stopped. And I quickly drove to the house because I knew I was in deep doo-doo. Like, bro, that would have been blemmin' scary. And of course, this next story will be definitely painful. So, I'm pretty sure we've all played Ding Dong Ditch, I think. So, well, me and my friends were playing, and of course, this was like a few days ago, like a week ago. I fell on the road, and my knee banged on the road. Like, you could see through my skin. Like, you could see through my skin. And plus, I still have a little mark. Luckily, it's been healed, but literally it hurt for a wee while. It was like very bad. You could see through my skin. Well, not so far that you could see my bones, but it was far. You know how your skin, basically, if you ever banged your knee once and you've had a little tiny hole in it? Kind of like that. Okay, and now I'm trying to think of the next story. This is when I was very young before I even did a YouTube channel. Me and my big brother Cam used to run out the garden. Cam used to run on the grass and I used to run on the path. But this time I slipped backwards. Then there was a step behind me and I banged my head open. Like my head was bust open, I think anyways, because I can barely remember. And then the next thing I could remember is that I was sitting on Mum's knee while she was like holding something on my head, I think. But good thing that I'm okay now. And of course I'll bust my head open again eventually, I bet. But it's been a while since it's happened. This is when I was very, very young though, and this time it involves stairs. You know the things people go up to get to their bedroom? Yeah, that. So I was just sitting on a step, then I slipped, and then I did a full-on front flip down the stairs, banging my head so many times. Like, then my mum put me on the couch and I went for a rest. But luckily, when I woke up, I was perfectly fine. And I can barely remember when I woke up because I was just like very young. And this one always happens every year. Yeah, it's kind of a fun fair place. I can't say the name though because of copyright. We go to this fun fair thing and there's this bumper cars. We go on it and I always say no, but I have to go on it with my brother. And every time we crash into someone, I always bang my head like it hurts. Like I bet one day I'll scream so loud and get my revenge because I just don't like it. We're already halfway of the video and there's still plenty of injuries that I still have to explain. Like this is going to be freaking speed. This one is with our old friends, and then I always go to the side of the trampoline, and one of our friends pushed me, not knowing what was about to happen, and my whole body weight banged on my arm. Like, luckily I didn't break anything, but it felt like it hurt. And luckily I was okay because I had a bandage, but I didn't. But that's when I was trying to lose. I just can't see it. But luckily that we moved, I have way better friends. Big shout out to Ari and Stuart, by the way. And now I have to think of the next story. This one happened a few months ago. I was doing a front flip because I always do it, and then I don't know why, but I stopped moving, going head first on the trampoline, or face first, whatever it's called, and of course I was about to say this, hey God, but luckily of course I landed on my neck, but I was okay. So I have been through a lot of injuries. Hang on, there's a spider on my wall. When I landed on my neck, I was okay, but I was about to say hi to God, cause like I could have died. So yeah, I've got to go now, guys. But there's one more painful story that I need to tell you about. So at the other house we used to have this swing with the ice cream lined the bars on. And then, no, I'm just going to speed run it because there's too many stories. Of course it was wet, so I slipped and landed on my back, and I used to spin around on the swing and then banged my head on the pole. those were the last 2 stories. But if you guys want to see more, get this video to 1,000 likes and 1,000 views. Because if you do, I will do a part 2.